Hi. Okay, this is number 1 from your review. The first thing it asked me to do is find my solution. To find the solution, I have to take this and either factor, quadratic formula, what else? Complete the square? Square root. So I'm going to take this, and over here, I'm going to find my solutions. To find the solutions, I like to factor. I think that's the easiest. So C plus 2 and C plus 8. They multiply to give me 16. They add to give me 10. Now I need to find the solutions would be negative 2 and negative 8. Go to your graph and put a dot at negative 2 and negative 8. Vertex. To find the vertex, it's negative b over 2a. All of this work needs to be shown. So that's negative 10 over 2 times 1, which is negative 5. So the x value of my vertex is negative 5. Now I have to plug in my negative 5 like so. Negative 5 squared plus 10 times negative 5 plus 16. And negative 5 gives me negative 9. Now I'll go plot that. Negative 5 down to negative 9. Okay, what's the y-intercept? 16. So I go up to 16 and put a dot. I can measure across from the 16. I can count. I've got a half a space. Looks like about right here. And connect your dots. The domain, whoa, I just really missed that dot. The domain for these are all real numbers unless it's a word problem. The range, okay, somebody said that they had trouble with the range. The range always deals with that number right there, the y value of the vertex. The lowest number is negative 9. The highest number goes on forever, so that's infinity. So it's going to be negative 9 comma infinity. It also tells me to label my quadrants, which is going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, here goes number 2. It says 0 property. All that's telling you to do is to get equal to 0. So I can't equal 18. I have to equal 0. But I got all this other junk first I have to take care of. So I'm going to FOIL. That gives me x squared plus 3x minus 4x minus 12 equals 18. That's x squared minus x minus 12 equals 18. And what do I have to do with the 18? Move it to the other side, and that gives me negative 30 equals 0. Now I can start working on this. So here's my new problem. Okay, I have to first find my solutions. To find the solutions, I can factor, quadratic formula, do all those different things. And I think this is easiest to factor. So I'm going to go multiply to give me 30, add to give me negative 1. 6 and 5. So negative 6 and positive 5. The solutions are what you put in to make it 0. So that would be 6 and negative 5. So go to your graph and put a dot at 6 and put a dot at negative 5. My vertex, I have to do negative b over 2a. Guess what? I'm using the new one that I have because I have to equal 0 first. So that's negative 1 over 2 times 1, which is positive 1/2. So my vertex x value is 1/2. Now I have to plug in the 1/2 to get the second part. So it's going to be 1/2 squared minus 1/2 minus 30 equals 0. I'm going kind of fast because I'm assuming you've already tried this. Okay, 1/2 squared is 1/4 minus 1/2 minus 30. 1/4 minus 1/2 is negative 1/4 minus 30. And I'm going to say that's negative 30 and 1/4. Okay, so I have to go to positive 1/2, which is really, really close to 0. Positive 1/2 and down to 30 and 1/4. Somewhere in there. What is the y-intercept? You're keeping a secret from me? Negative 30. So I'm going to put my dot for negative 30 here. Now 30 and a fourth is just a little bit further down. And then now I can mirror image it over and draw the parabola. Now when I checked y'all's homework, a lot of you just had these 3 little dots down here. And you didn't have the top ones. Whoa. All right. So my domain is going to be all real numbers. And my range always deals with the y value of the vertex. So this lowest point here is negative 30 and 1/4. What's the highest point? Infinity. The 30 and 1/4 has a bracket. The infinity has a parenthesis. All right, number 3, comment. I first need to find the solutions. I've always told y'all to find the solutions. I can't have a negative in the front. So I've got to, when I'm finding my solutions, I'm going to GCF a negative 1 out front. That gives me x squared plus 4x plus 3 equals 0. Oh, that's easy. Multiply to give me 3, add to give me 4. X plus 3, x plus 1. And the negative 1 out front is not going to affect my solutions. That gives me negative 3 and negative 1. So for your solutions, go to negative 3, put a dot. Go to negative 1, put a dot. And it's negative 3 and negative 1. The order right here doesn't matter. My vertex is going to be negative 2, 1. You have to do negative b over 2a. Wait. You are going back to the original, not the one that the negative 1 is factored out of, right? So negative b over 2a is negative 4 over 2 times negative 1. That's positive 4 over negative 2, which is negative 2. Then I have to take that negative 2 and go negative 2 squared minus 4 times negative 2 minus 3. This gives me 4. The negative in front gives me negative 4 plus 8 minus 3, which is 1. So my vertex is negative 2, 1. That's good, because isn't it supposed to go down? You can't get the fact that we factored out a negative 1 mixed up with the other part. Okay, my y-intercept, say it. 3. Negative 3. You're going back to your original here. My domain is, what did I just do? All real numbers. I got a negative 3 here, and I got to go 1, 2, 1, 2. Draw my parabola. And my range, now this time, what's the lowest point? Negative infinity to the highest point, which is 1. So it's going to go negative infinity, comma 1, bracket.